Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Weekly Tips and Tactics with me, Trisha Peridot. Anyway, this week our focus is on assertiveness. And of course, I'm sure that most of you have a definition in mind of what that is and what it looks like and how you use it or how you wish you could use it. But below I did put some very specific bullet points about what assertiveness really is. And I think it's really important that we take a look at this and have a brief conversation about it. And that is that assertiveness doesn't mean rigidity. It doesn't mean unbendable. It doesn't mean that you have to be super blunt and direct at everybody else's expense, even your own. It just, really, for me, and the work that we do here, assertiveness is really stepping into that genuineness, that authenticity, the transparency, and doing so in a fashion that you are able to illuminate in a way that you want to see yourself, but also in a way that you want to be received by others. Again, all while, keeping that authenticity flowing. So anyway, I want you to think about that in several categories and aspects of your life. Sure, your professional assertiveness may look and feel differently than your assertiveness with your family, your best friend, your partner, your spouse. And so these are things that we really want to take a look at. And I absolutely want you breaking it down into categories, because it's, again, all about how do you want to see yourself? How do you want to be received by others? And how do you want to receive other people and other environments? So we want to keep that in mind. Now, this is all to illuminate the big fact, or the big elephant in the room, which is, assertiveness is not just a skill set that we use. It's not something that we own and say, I'm an assertive person. It's something that we have to truly, again, define for ourselves, make sure that it looks and feels the way that we need it to, and want it to, make sure that it looks and feels right for the environment or the room or the conversation, but it also, needs to be nurtured. It needs to be cultivated, and it needs to be developed. Especially if, again, you're thinking about the bullet points below, again, we want to stay true to ourselves, that genuineness, that authenticity, be operating with integrity, but also doing so with a lot of other things in mind. So hopefully you were able to watch Mastering the Drop this week. We did have a pretty significant conversation about this and how you could how you might gain even more from listening to that longer version of this. I also had a live earlier this week on Tuesday that you may want to go back to on Instagram and check that out. But anyway, assertiveness is something that is important. It is something we want to cultivate, we want to nurture, and we want to honor. So let's make assertiveness match you, how you want to see yourself and how you want to be received by others. Anyway, don't hesitate to reach out. You can always grab a consultation with me. They are completely complimentary. Follow Mastering the Drop, a real view of recovery. Watch here weekly for weekly tips and tactics. You can also always find all of these recordings on YouTube. More than welcome. Watch for meetups that are going to be happening. We will be having a few free events, and we can get some skill sets under our belt right here in January. Anyway, talk to you soon.